Causey Pike summit. Looking over Derwent Water. Blencathra and Skidder. There's Barrow down there. Stile End. Braithwaite Pike. Scar Crags. Over to Stile. Come on. Good boy. Wow, I've never known a path so icy. Seriously, like sheer rock hard ice, all of this. Seriously need spikes on today. It must have, it snowed yesterday and it turned to slush. And then it's just frozen solid. I've only got my yak tracks on today. Totally unprepared for that. Really needed proper spikes. Anyway, there's Causey Pike, looking magnificent. Good God, these paths. Causey Pike. Over Scar Crags. Sail. So the plan was to go up Barrow and do a bit of a circular route, but I had to abandon Barrow. I couldn't even get up the first hump. It's so slippy and icy, and I haven't actually brought my spikes with me. I've got my yak tracks ice grippers, but they were just sliding on the really hard icy grass. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can get around this traverse path over to outer side, as I've only got my ice yak tracks on. We'll see. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't get up Barrow. I had to turn around and go back down. And I've come up Barrow Door, which it was like sheer thick ice. So slippy. So anyway, I'll come back to you in a bit. I've never known anything quite like it. I've never known anything so slippy on the path with ice. It is like sheer glass. Seriously need proper spikes today. I'm getting there though. There's outer side. Outer side, looks epic. I want to try and get on top of outer side because eel crags, sail and grassmoor are thick white and look amazing. Looking over at Blencathra, absolutely white on the back of Blencathra, thick, and that's Barrow in the foreground. Just looking towards Stile and up to Eel Crag. Crags. Oh, made it to the top. Causey Pike summit. Oh. Looking over Derwent Water. Oh, Blencathra and Skidder. There's Barrow down there. Stile End. Braithwaite Pike. Crags. Over to Stile. On Causey Pike summit. Rolling End, the Dodds, Helvellyn. So that's the bridge going over to Skyle Crags and eventually over to Stile and Eel Crag. That's looking over Ard Crags, not big, Newlands Halls, Robinson, High Coledale Head. Wow. was a good walk in the end. Ended up on Causey Pike. I wasn't planning on doing that. It's good just to get out and just make it up as you go along. The snow, once you've got past Barrow Door, you got into the proper snow, like it's completely consolidated. It obviously thawed last night and then it froze solid this morning, so it's really crunchy to walk on. The lower parts are really dicey because they're just like sheer ice, so it's quite tricky getting up Barrow Door. But once on Causey Pike, it was lovely. Great views, beautiful day. Look at Stile Pike, the last of the sun. We're just heading down the traverse side of Stile End to head back into Braithwaite. Lovely light from Skidder now. The last light from Stile Pike. I'm going to say goodbye because I'm heading back down to the car now. Still not actually at full fitness, still getting over this COVID. Not positive anymore, but it's just lacking in energy, I think, is the main thing. So I have pushed myself today a bit more than what I was going to, but I did it and really enjoyed it. So hope you enjoy the video, and I'll catch you all again on another adventure. Bye for now. You can just see Causey Pike on the left. That's where I was, on the summit. That's Stile End, Barrow Door to the left.
Good morning and welcome to Map and Scissor Time, and this is the route for Causey Pike, and I've driven around various places trying to actually get to places in the ice and snow, and this was my third choice as it's relatively flat here, and decided to do a walk around Causey Pike. And you park at the church here. There's lay-by for about 10 cars along this track, and you walk along the gill heading for the square and the village shop, aiming for a little path going out of Braithwaite, and then you'll find a public footpath sign heading up a track taking you to Braithwaite Lodge, which is a farm. Head through the farmyard, straight on through the gate, and keep heading along. Now, my initial plan was to summit Barrow. Now, this was really, really icy, like very, very hard icy grass, and I had just my ice yak tracks on, and they were slipping on this ground, really, really slippy. So I decided to abandon Barrow And I went back down and I followed this track here, taking me to Barrow Gill, and it takes you across the gill onto this footpath here at High Coledale, aiming for Barrow Door, which is a really good track, a bit more of a gentle incline. And this was still very, very icy. There'd been snow previously the day before and it had thawed and frozen solid. So Barrow Door was actually extremely slippy and icy. But the ice jack tracks that I had on are better on stony, icy ground. So ended up onto, you come around the side of Stile End and you pop out here. Now you could alternatively head left up to Barrow itself. I carried on, heading on a traverse path around Stile End, heading round the back of outer side up to High Moss. It was here I decided to actually continue on to Causey Pike. Now there is a traverse path from High Moss before you get to the cairn for outer side. It's round about here somewhere. I think this might be the route here. Yeah, it kind of traverses around. I think it's more up here and it goes along like this, more on a steady incline, heading for the coal round about here. So yeah, I'm sure the path goes more like this. But it's a really easy way onto the ridgeline of Scar Crags and Causey Pike, because this side is a bit of a scramble and I thought it could be quite icy, so I didn't do it that way. Easy path this way onto Scar Crags ridgeline, and then it's just a quick meander up to Causey Pike itself. 637 metres. Great views over Derwent Water and over Newlands Halls, over the bigger mountains. It was beautiful and snowy. It was lovely thick deep snow on the top here, lovely and crunchy. Beautiful blue skies. It was just a great day. Now as time was getting on, because it was about 11:30, 12 o'clock when I parked the car, I didn't continue on to Scar Crags. You can actually go back along Scar Crags up a bit and then down this traverse path back here. That's another option. But I just went back down the same way, back to High Moss, and then it was starting to get to the end of the day. There was just a little bit of light on Stile Pike over here on the tops. So I headed back along. I was aiming for a traverse path on this side of Stile End here. You can see it on the map, faint path. So yeah, so you just follow on High Moss, skirting outer side, and you turn off. The track that we came in on was here. You turn off on a very faint path through the heather onto a traverse path around this side of Stile End. It's a nice easy track, great views into Coledale. Back along to the main path at Barrow Door. At High Coledale, you follow it down all the way back past the Coledale Inn and down into the village where you park the car at the church. This was a great route, about 6.5 mile route all in all. Hope you enjoyed the video and thank you for watching. Bye for now.